Trey Lance is who we're getting ready to talk about out of North Dakota State. It's he's hard, man.
I would not be drafting him top 5 in the NFL. Maybe back in first. I see him much closer to Mac Jones than I do Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, or Trevor Lawrence. I really don't get it.
So I know you don't, and you'll get over it. But the thing for me is he's 6'4", 226.
Smaller than Justin Fields. He's got an inch of height on him, but Justin Fields got him in weight. I also think Justin Fields is the better runner.
I don't really care about weight, though. I'm just saying,
I would take
it's only a couple pounds, too, person. Man. He's 2 pounds
Okay,
heavier.
but that's what everyone's comparing him to. He's got, Trey Lance is like the Cam Newton, just trucks people in the running game. Justin Fields does that, too.
Actually, I love the comp. We'll get to the comp here in a second, but it's a fun comp.
No, let's just say
PFL.
it now. Taysom Hill with a legit arm talent, which I don't even know about that. He's got a big arm. He can throw the ball really far.
Dude,
I think
he's got
a lot of people
arm.
are comparing him to Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen was a better passer coming into the NFL than Trey Lance is.
I mean...
And then the other big concern, he played at North Dakota State.
Right. I mean, it's
there
like
were
the
multiple
Alabama
games I watched
conference.
last year where the opponent didn't score a point.
Yeah.
And then in these games, he is a very good rusher. Would you consider him a rush first kind of a quarterback or a pass first?
So I will say that I think he does want to be a pass first quarterback, but when things aren't going well, then he goes to this running game and just tries to take over the game with his feet, and then he becomes a very run-first guy.
a lot of games last year, he was around 200 yards a game, and that's about it. He'd have some big plays from his receivers, but, the talent on his team was just much better than guys at Missouri State, Northern Iowa University, and Southern Illinois. These guys, you could tell the competition difference.
Well, I think even in his one game he was able to play this year, which, by the way, he did not look good in. Let's just be honest. He was 50% completion, 15 for 30, which is terrible. He had 149 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. That interception was really gross. But he also ran for 100 and something yards too, and doesn't even have it on here for some reason. But to me, you watch a lot of games, and that's how it is.
He doesn't ever look comfortable behind center. He never really looks like he gets set and everything, and his eyes will be downfield, but it looks like he's about to just take off and run. I don't know. He can make a couple good throws every once in a while, but
I know.
I'd be willing to pass on him.
I will say, in the right situation and give a year or two, he could be something special. But, it's to me...
It reminds me about the talk. I think Trey Lance is a better prospect than this, but it kind of reminds me of the talk of Jordan Love last year.
That's fair. That's actually interesting to think about.
And statistically, you look over the past few years, first-round quarterbacks that were taken in the NFL draft. We're lucky if we get 2 good ones. That's a good year.
Yeah.
I was trying to think the last year where we had 3 first-round quarterbacks that succeeded. And if you count Baker as succeeding, it'd be that year with him, Josh Allen, and Lamar. Every other year, at best, we got 2.
Yeah.
So he's the guy I'd be willing to completely pass on.
Sounds good to me, man.
You got anything else about him? Because I feel like I'm really bashing him.
Yeah, you are. I'll just be the savior a little bit for this poor guy since you just crushed his dreams.
Sorry,
but
Trey.
I will say that he's very good with the ball, 28-0 in 2019 is pretty impressive, not throwing an interception. But again, his team's elite and bad competition. The only thing I would like to say is if he would have done this at a bigger school, I think it would be a completely different conversation. But
do you think he could have done this at a Division I, like an Ohio State?
I don't know, man. Yeah, we'll never know. It's so hard. We'll find out when he gets in the NFL because if he does this in the NFL, then yeah, he could have. But we'll just have to kind of wait and see. But I think it has to be the right situation. And he's the only one, in my opinion, out of these main top 5 guys that keep getting brought up week to week that can't start week 1.
Oh yeah, no.
He's the only one. You can even argue that Mac Jones could start.
Yeah.
But Trey Lance will not.
I would rather start Mac Jones week 1 than Trey Lance for sure.
So also keep that in mind. Thank you so much for watching the Fantasy Monsters on YouTube. If you liked our video today, please subscribe to our channel. Hit the little bell icon. Get notified whenever we go live or post other videos. You can see the link below. You can click on previous videos. You can also leave comments below. We'd love to hear from you guys as well. And we'll catch you next week.
Have a good one.